A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. Have you planned for your goal? If you like this video, please do share, like and subscribe, and also comment what you want to see in the next topic.
Hi, hello and welcome. Hope you all are fine, staying home and staying fit. I'm sorry I was held up in some other activities, so I couldn't do a video for a while, and here I am back today. In the previous video, we had looked at how you can structure one session and plan your workout within that 1 hour of session. And in today's video, we're going to look at how you can progressively create a workout plan for your specific goal over a week, over a month, or over a prolonged period of time. So that is going to be the video for the day. So the first and foremost basic question comes up is, what is your goal? Is your goal going to be weight loss or building strength? Or you want to become muscular and bulky? Or you are want to work on your endurance? Or are you having an injury and you're trying to recover from the injury? You're looking at some sort of a very specific weakness, maybe a weakness in your back or weakness in your shoulder, you want to recover from that? Or is it about a sport that you're playing over the weekend and you want to be better prepared for it? Or is it some sort of a medical condition that you want to overcome, maybe a diabetic condition or high blood pressure or something like that? So depending on your goal, your workout plan is going to be changing. And also depending on what kind of resources you have, how much of space you have, do you have access to a gym, what kind of equipments do you have at home, maybe a jump rope, maybe dumbbells, maybe a medicine ball or a yoga mat, and how much of time you can allocate over a week time, twice a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, or all days you can spend time on fitness. How much of experience you have prior to this lockdown, so when you've done some amount of workout and you can carry on with that, or you want to start off all new, and how much of access you have towards the YouTube videos and online trainers and offline trainers and all that. See, any amount of information available over YouTube cannot be replaced for somebody who is doing a personal training for you, somebody who is standing right next to you physically and watching at you and looking at the errors, the mistakes, the posture corrections, monitoring you and helping you to improvise, making you to progressively reach your goal. A personal trainer has to be there, and no amount of information here can never replace a personal trainer. But still, being a lockdown situation, I'm sure none of us will have an accessibility to go to a gym and train under a physical trainer and a lot of other constraints. So this video is more aimed towards that situation where we don't have access to a personal trainer. So this plan here is a very generic plan which I have compiled as a recommendation for somebody who is looking at a buffet of all the parameters under fitness gamut, and to have a very balanced fitness level in every aspect that we spoke about. Has to improve endurance, has to be slightly muscular, reduce the fat, reduce the weight, recover from injury and all that. So it's kind of a very generic, I would say, in a common sense, I want to be fit, that kind of a definition. But there is no specific goal behind I want to be fit. So that kind of a pattern is what I have created here. So depending on how much of experience you have and how much of knowledge you have, you can choose either a 2:1 pattern or a 5:1 pattern. Now 2:1 refers to 2 days of workout and 1 day of rest. 5:1 refers to 5 days of workout and 1 day of rest. But then that makes only 6 days. So you still have 1 more day left. That is for CrossFit. CrossFit is nothing but some other activity which you are not doing for the remaining part of the week. If you're doing heavily on cardio, heavily on strength and all that stuff, try doing yoga on a CrossFit day, or maybe go for a swim, or maybe go for a cycling, or play a badminton, or play soccer within a small space, or even going for a jump rope challenge or something like that. So just break the routine, break the monotony, break your routine patterns and try something completely new on the day of CrossFit, so that you are physically confusing your muscles. Also mentally you are giving up a different challenge, and your mind gets completely refreshed as compared to a continuous set of pattern that you follow the remaining part of Now, in the 2:1, as I mentioned, 2 days of workout and 1 day of rest, 2 days of workout and 1 day of rest, and you have 1 recovery day, or you can use that as a CrossFit day, as I mentioned. Now, in this example here, I've chosen my favorite 2 days of strength and 2 days of cardio. Since again, I assume that 2:1 would be an ideal case for a beginner, I would expect that you can go in for a full body Tabata, because you're getting very little chance for doing a strengthening activity. So use both the days of strength to do a complete full body exercise based on Tabata principles, which means you are covering up all the muscle group, plus you are putting up stress on a little higher intensity. So it is helping you to build your aerobic and cardio capacity also. And the remaining days, your favorite cardios. One day you can choose your standard steady state cardio like 20-30 minutes of walking, jogging and whatever, cycling, whatever you're doing. But on another day of cardio, try doing interval. Please refer to my previous video, one of the previous video where we have spoken in length about how an interval cardio can be replaced with your steady state cardio. And on the day of weekends, so I'm sure you will have some extra time to spend on, so you can choose that day a recovery day, which is a mild, relaxed, peaceful, deep stretching yoga that will help you to recover from all the stress that you build up on your muscles over the week. And for the 5:1, I'm assuming that you are slightly heavily focused and you want to achieve your goal, and you are not a beginner, you are somewhere in the intermediate or slightly above the intermediate. So that means you can break your pattern. Again, my favorite, 3 days of strength. You can split that into either into muscle groups, for example, legs and shoulder on one day, back and biceps on another day, and chest and triceps on another day, and have in between 1 day of cardio interval just to cover up your endurance levels improve, and 1 day of recovery yoga, and 1 day of CrossFit. CrossFit, again, as I mentioned, do something completely unusual than the standard set of patterns, which will clearly throw up a lot of challenges. That could include a mini basketball, or playing soccer with 1 or 2 people, or even doing a 500 jump rope challenge or something like that. And of course, 1 day of rest. And if you're a slightly advanced person who are looking at much more muscular, much more stronger, there are strategies which people follow as a push-pull type of exercises. So 1 day do a push exercises, which is all your pressing type, shoulder press, chest press, bench press, push-ups, all are like pushing exercises. And another day choose all the pull types, which is your pull-ups for back, your biceps curl and all that stuff. Or you can even choose between 1 day for completely for the upper body, focus on chest, shoulders, biceps and triceps and back. Another day completely focus on lower body, which is purely your quads, hamstring and calf muscles. And of course include core on all the days. And then do a cardio interval on 1 day. And on the 3rd day of strength training, maybe you can choose a full body, which will also include Tabata principles, which means you're actually improving your cardio levels, heart rate levels, and also doing the strengthening activity. And on a cardio day, again, my choices would be to recommend for an interval cardio rather than a steady state cardio, so that you've got a full focused strength building and strength conditioning plan throughout the week. And of course, 1 day of recovery. You may choose to do a very mild and deep stretching, or choose yoga, or choose even meditation, or choose a very light walking, very relaxed, peaceful walking with a very mild stretching. If you have access to a swimming pool, yeah, swimming pool is a better choice. CrossFit, like I mentioned, do completely out of the box and do some sort of completely activity which will use all your muscles up. And of course, the 7th day rest. For people who are used to badminton, who are used to weekend cricket or weekend football games with their friends and all that, you can choose that game as the CrossFit, which means you can swap that on Sunday and take rest on Saturday. So this is a very generic structure of workout plan, because this is just one of the approach that you can do. There are tons of other approach, hundreds of other approach, depending on how fast you want to progress, how fast you want to achieve your results and all that. But then this is a generic one, could be a starting point if you are not clear on how to structure your plan, and if you do not have access to your personal trainer. And a big disclaimer, please refer to medical advice before you start any physical activity if you have not done anything before in your history. So please take care, stay home and stay fit. Good luck.